All right, hello. A big one tonight, exciting one. But first, we have a new theme song and intro video, which will, from now on, after this one, we'll start each episode. But I just kind of want to introduce it first. Thank you to Glenn for reaching out to me during the week with a song that he had written and used a little bit of AI to record. Which I then got some AI to do a little video intro. So without further ado, here is our new intro. Grab a beer, hold on tight, snap toss cricket and go all night. No one's safe, no one's spared. Today's results are all laid bare. Leg before or caught behind. Jokes will fly and seldom kind. Stories spun with foolish pride. So open that beer and enjoy the ride. All right, how good was that? Welcome to Snappers Talking Cricket with our new intro. Really professional. I'm not sure it's showing up on my thing either, but I've got like a little microphone thing now, so I don't know if hopefully that makes the volume a little clearer. Or I could watch this in 5 minutes time and actually there's no volume, no sound whatsoever, so I'm gonna have to redo it. Anyway, as per normal, for those of you who want the scores up front, so you don't have to watch this for too long, today we won. Castle Hill RSL Cricket Club B grade beat Galston Goonori Cricket Club B grade. That's bright. They scored 183 last week, so 184 for the win. We chased it down today with about 5 or 6 overs to spare. That's it. So we won. We chased it down. So if you want to leave now, see you later. Thanks for coming. Now, for those of you who want to know what happened, stick around. It gets very exciting. I had one of those rare batting moments in my career to talk about and remember. So I will do just that when I get to it. But as you'll know from last week's report and from what I just said, we're chasing 140 for the win. We were none for 8 at stumps. Came out today. Oh, okay, hang on. Scores aren't in there. Scores, I've saved the scorecard. Let me go to that one. Photos. Does anyone know where photos are on my phone? All right, thank you. You for pointing it out. I appreciate it. I was doing a romper room moment. See, Sarah thought it was funny. So you should all laugh. Lights are just coming downstairs. That was out there. Right, so start of the day with Glenn and the skipper Mick out there. Guys got off to a good start. Glenn unfortunately went on to get 9, but was looking pretty good. Didn't lose the wicket until 12th over, so we're none for 43. So off to a very good start between Glenn and Mick. Glenn hit a couple of 4s, I think. A 4, a couple of 2s and a single. So we're starting to look good and hit his straps. Unfortunately, got bowled. Which happens. I think it's the same guy that bowled me, Short. He was actually a good bowler. What did he end up with? J Short? P Short. Oh, that's a bit. I don't know whose scorecard this is. They didn't really write down. They rubbed all out what he did. Okay. Anyway, yeah. I assume it was one of the. There's 2 shorts. I don't know. Who knows? It says P Short on the how out, and then there's J Short, and there's no P Short down there. So, and J Short's got no wickets. So I don't know. You might have to go and look at play career once it's all everything's out the wash. Anyway, if I'm assuming they're related, so good. I assume that if it's a father son, then he bowls like his dad, then they were good bowlers. So, Glenn was out, but a great start, none for 43. So that's got us off to the. Unfortunately, VB came in, got LBW to the same guy. I'm not sure. We don't write how many balls. I don't think it was a first baller VB, but I think it was in the same over. yeah, they don't write down the number of things. So we went from 1 for 44 for 2 for 44. Still okay, still in a decent place. Westy came out and while sort of this is all going on, Mick was moving the scoring along. He hit some good 4s and 2s and batted very, very well. And Mick and I spoke about it later. Batting a little more circumspect and waiting for the right ball. So was disappointed when he did get up. I think Westy was first. Yeah, so Westy came out and was doing all right too. 1-1, hit a couple of really nice 4s, started to look good, and then it's just spooned it pretty much to mid-wicket. I think it was mid-wicket cover, somewhere around there. I'm not very good at fielding positions, but you know. But yeah, Westy kind of got 10 and a little bit of a precarious position, I guess, from that point, because we went from that none for 43, we were 3 for 60 after 7, or 3 for 57 after 16. So still another 130 behind, lost those couple of wickets. Then Mick and Stan started putting on a good partnership. So we went from 3 for 57, and Mick didn't get to the 22nd over, so 4 for 87. So another 30-run partnership. Unfortunately, the skipper was out, caught long on one of the sides. I think it was long on for 55. Just as Mick said, he was just not doing it, and then did it and got caught. So, but again, 55 when you're chasing 180, massive contribution at the top. So we still had Stan there at 5. Stan there at the time, batting at 5, was not out. In came, I'm just trying to work out this around, we had some weather issues. So we lost Mick at 4 for 87, the 22nd over. 2 overs later, 5 for 89. So Macca must have gone. It must have been before the rain. Yeah, it did too. Macca went in before the rain. Unfortunately, got a duck as well. Got caught. And then, okay. Then it was a good little partnership with Stan and bear with me. Kian coming all the way up from D or D reserves. I think it was D. I don't think someone voted D reserves, but yeah, Kian's come up to play with us today because we were short one. Fantastic job coming from D's to B's. Coming into bat when we're on a run chase and we're a few wickets down. Kian showed a lot of composure and brightness for the future. So did very well. I'm not sure how Kian is. Someone can let me know. Only got 4, and it hasn't sort of said how many balls he was out there for. But let me just have a quick look. So Macca got out, which made us 5 for 89. Kian was there till so the 34th over. So it's 24. So 10 overs, and a 20-run stand with Stan. That's included the rain break. So around 3:30, the rain started to come in, a bit of lightning around. I think we're off for almost exactly an hour. And yeah, I think we lost Kian pretty much the first over back. No, it was after tea. That's right. They had an early tea at 3 o'clock due to some earlier issues with their keeper. Struggled with the heat a little bit, so they had an early drinks at 10 to 2. So then played the next hour, had an early tea at 3 to 3:15. We were happy to do that because we were kind of weren't sure how we were going to go runs wise. After losing some of those few wickets, we thought we might escape with a draw with the rain. So yeah, after tea, Kian went out with Stan. Those guys batted very, very well for that 20-run partnership. What did I say, 20 runs? Yeah, 20-run partnership. Unfortunately, just after tea, And Kian was undone. I think he was an LBW. 7. Yeah, he's LBW. Oh, that's right. Westy had the finger up before they even appealed. So, slow down there, Westy, make them appeal. They were pretty much going up. And my understanding it was pretty much plumb. But 4, great, coming for a 20-run stand. Stabilise, did a great job. So welcome aboard, Kian. Then so I think at that point, so Zach came in. Zach batted very, very well for another little partnership with Stan. They got us through to the rain delay, which looks like this is marked here at the 40-second over mark. So 6 for 109. Zach batted through to 7 for 139. So 30-run partnership. Zach scored 14, put on with Stan. So these little partnerships start adding up and start getting us a little bit closer. Yeah, I'm not sure what the 40-second over circled there actually, because I think that might have been the 5 o'clock, because I think it was 6 for 120 after 37 overs when we had the rain delay. We came back, and it was quite it was 6 for 120, so we still needed 64 runs for the win after the rain delay. Only 4 wickets in hand. I've got to be honest, I wasn't confident. Didn't have a lot of batting left. I mean, we know Zach can bat. I know AB can bat and Declan can bat, and wouldn't rely necessarily on me, but to score runs. So I don't know. I personally, at still needing 64, 6 wickets down, come back with an hour and a half to go, ball's getting wet. I was not overly confident. But to be fair, the first few overs after drinks before after the rain delay before Zach got out, the guys went 5, 7, 1, but they put on 19 runs in the 4 overs straight after the rain delay. So that sort of stepped a little bit 7, and so then Zach got out. How did Zach get out? Zach was bowled. The 7 for 139. So at that point, what's that? I was still 45. Yeah, still 45 runs, but we still got AB in the sheds. A couple of wickets. A standstill out there. Unfortunately, AB got out the next over, so we went to 8 for 142. How'd AB get out? AB was given out LBW. Understanding is that it may have been some bat on it. I don't know. I wasn't out there. Well, I was going out there, but I wasn't watching. Couldn't see anything. So that kind of left us. So that would have been. I can guarantee I can tell you that, because now when I get to talk about myself a little bit. So if you're still here and watching my incoherent ramblings, good luck to you. You get to hear about what I did. Basically, we had myself and then Declan. Declan bats better than I do, but isn't as keen. Doesn't want to bat. And I'm trying to have a little bit more of a bat this year. So walked out, bang on the stroke of 5. We did it. So for those of you who don't know, within the last hour on a 2-day game, the second day, you must bowl a minimum of 18 overs. So basically, we're going to face a minimum of 18 overs. My thoughts at the time were 8 for 142, still needing 42 for the win. Yep, 184, 42 for the win. Only 2 wickets left, but 18 overs in the day. My intention was just to go, you know what, let's just not get out. 2-day game, they don't bowl us out. We get a draw, we share the points. Really happy with that, given we were like 6 for 60 odd behind, coming with a wet ball. So I went, okay, just sort of block. And Stan said, what's the plan? I said, well, I'm not going to try and get out. He goes, are we going for it? I said, well, I don't know. I'm just going to try not to get out if you turn the runs over. And then for the first few overs, so if I look at the 43rd, 44, so we kind of went 8 for 142, 8 for 143, 8 for 145, 8 for 146. We kind of went for a few overs, like an early period there, where Stan to get the single off the first ball, and then I'll have to face out the entire 5 overs of the thing. So once we kind of got the rhythm, and I was just doing everything I could to get behind the ball and knock it out, a couple of ones that I missed and a couple that I swung at and I shouldn't have swung at, but I predominantly was blocking. So probably to keep the long story short now, 12 overs later, so I was out there for another, so what was it? 8 for 142, the 43rd over I came in, and I got out, I think, oh, hang on, it'll tell me here, 177. Yeah, that should say 9. They haven't changed that. The 54th over. So I was out there for 11 overs with Stan. 35 run partnership, I think it was. So, 8 for 142. When I left, we were 177, needing 7 for the win. So, I only scored 3, but I was out there for 11 overs with Stan. We had a 35 run partnership. And Stan batted brilliantly. Just turned it over, hit the twos, got towards the end of the over and would knock the single if we could, and I'd face what I could. And then I was a couple of lucky ones when we couldn't get the single off the last ball, but I'd come into the next over and I had a couple of lucky ones. And I've watched enough cricket now, so go from me going out there thinking we're not going to get this, we're going to block it out, to 7 runs to win. There was still, I think we had 7 overs left in the day at that point. So we're down to like 1 run and over. So I'm thinking we can win this. I've watched enough games of cricket on TV to know that that partnership always ends and then somebody has to come out and finish it up. So unfortunately, I got a really good ball. One of the shorts who I'd faced before, when I first came in and was able to block him out, came back on. And his first ball when he came back on was, I don't know, in swing, in cutter. I don't know, Stan told me it was the ball of the century or something, but just too straight, too quick for me. Cartwheel, middle stump out of the ground. So whilst I walked off with only 3 against my name, and I could have walked off with 0 against my name, the fact that I was there for 11 overs, was able to bat with Stan to get us to 7 runs to win with still 7 overs to go. Unfortunately, I felt bad for poor Declan having to go in. But Declan did great. Declan got 3 runs. He got a 1 and a 2 to get it down to 4. And then I think they had a Discord to show because I think we're all super excited. But I think it was a wide for four wides or something. Might have even been a no ball for the last ball. Just flew down leg side and got us the win. And I'll be fucked if I know how we did that. But I'm very, very pleased with the fact that I was able to stick out there for 11 overs and get Stan. So at the end of the day, Stan ended up with 55 not out, cracking great knock. So the key moments are obviously the 2 big innings, the skipper 55 and Stan 55 not out. Glenn, despite only getting sort of 9, was a 40-run opening partnership was critical. Same thing with the likes of Westy. I mean, Westy only got 10, but he kicked on for a bit. The partnerships. There was a couple of 41 partnerships, or 15 or 20. Just those little partnerships made all the difference. So, well done, guys. We won the game. We've been prone in the past to losing the close games. To actually win one was really impressive. So really pleased. And the thing is, we can do better. There's some guys there who could have got more runs. Just wasn't their day, but I'm sure we can do more. So really, really pleased. Thank you, guys. I will talk to you all tomorrow night for the Masters update. I'm going to try and just do a quick little segue. I'm going to do like a like and subscribe thing, but that I can then stick at the back of all of these things. So there may be like a really sort of clunky switch to the like and subscribe. We'll see how we go. Bye. Okay. Thank you for watching my episode. I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you got all the way to the end. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. I'm not doing this for money. It doesn't mean anything. But if I can get to 50 subscriptions, then I can do things like live stream, like a live stream. So if I'm at a game, I can do like a little live stream thing for whoever's interested or around. So if you can subscribe, that'd be great. If you like it, I think that means something for the algorithm. Helps people find it. Comment. Comments are good, just, because I like to be interactive. And I think there's a notification thing you can turn on as well, a bell notification. So that'll tell you when I've put up a report, or put up any episode, without me having to sort of go and share the link. Because currently I put the link up on my personal Facebook page, up on my WhatsApp groups, up on classics pages, and all sorts of things. So if you can just find it or just be notified by the, one of those little pop-up things, then that'd save everyone some trouble. Thanks, guys. Bye.